it's like so I can have it on hand, because usually when I talk about it, I have it perfectly down, analyzed, but when I try to film it, I don't say it perfectly. I'm so angry. So anyway, my theory on it, because I analyzed the shit out of that one time I watched that trailer, by the way, so I'm gonna see if I'm right, is that, it's so interesting, like I just said, because I need to repeat it for the video, is first one was attached to Master Shifu, the villain. The second villain, Shen, was indirectly attached to Po, and the third was attached to Master Oogway. This one, because she's a chameleon, I was like, oh, okay, the way she was saying, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take it from everybody, and I was like, I think, now, and knowing how masterful writing-wise DreamWorks is, I think they're taking inspiration from influencers. Here's the thing, because here's my thing. She is a chameleon. She blends in. That's her job. That's just how she's built in. So what happens when someone, how they're built naturally, not to their own fault, just how they're born, can't through their own means, isn't considered what they would view as special, isn't viewed as anything, and to that aggravates her. So what does she do? She takes from others that what makes them specifically and individually special in their own right, whether they be good or bad, especially bad, and take that for herself and put her up on a pedestal. It's like almost like in a way she's crying out for help by to Po, because Po is now a teacher, because because the whole franchise is built on basically parenting and growing up. So Po's beginning was kind of like finding himself. The second one was growing and healing, because that's something people forget. When you grow, you have to heal, and that's a hard thing a lot of, especially Americans, don't do. And yet Americans wrote this film. Figures. Anyway, and then the third film was him stepping into a more mature role to become a teacher. And now he's a teacher, but now he has to, because the thing about a teacher is they learn as much as they teach and keep on growing that way, because you never stop learning. So what happens when he's met with a character who was him? She's basically him in the first film. She hates herself. I think she hates herself, and she doesn't love herself, and she's angry. She's angry, like, why did I have to blend in? Why can't I be special? Why can't I be like these people? They can all be like flowers, or why, and I think she's so angry and lost and confused. I don't think she hates Po. I don't think she hates him whatsoever. I think she admires him because a dumb, a dumb chubby panda somehow grew up to be this thing, and and to her, she's like, instead of looking at, oh, it can be done, I can find my own worth, she misread that, which is a lot of people, unfortunately, in a very angry and sad and bitter, very hurtful way. Not to say it to be mean, but people are hurting, and it's hard. People forget to be compassionate about it, so it's very harsh, especially in a world that's too busy to care. So it's like, it's very fascinating to see her like go about in the whole trailer, like, look at me, I am special, but I'm gonna take it from people, and now see, like, look at me. It's like a cry for help, and I love that. I think she's a very, very, very,
like a tragic villain kind of.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even say, I mean, she's a villain, what she's doing is wrong, obviously, but it's almost like a shades of gray. Like, what happens when you put a mirror up to Po? She is a perfect mirror. She's what he used to be. But then it comes into question, will he be able to reach her? But even if he does reach her, will she take that? Because Tylon was a character that didn't want to be reached and healed in terms of his relationship with his parents figure. But what happens when you finally go up to what you would consider is the top dog, but also what you wish you could be and don't think you can be in your own right? What happens when you want the help and they want to give the help, but you don't see how it can help? It is a very fascinating concept. So I think that's what it is, because I think the plot of this, or the lesson or lessons in this, is reflecting of the damage of what happens when you don't have your own self-worth, and how you don't know how to accept it, and especially in a world where it's all look at me, especially when it's toxic and it's harsh, it's hard. So that's my theory. I think it'll be a great aspect of the film, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, when it comes out.
Yeah.